Visit Big Island Candy's flagship in Hilo and now open at Ala Moana Center, mall level, Macy's Way.
Let's take a look at the McDonald's match stats.
Well, it's pretty obvious here. We have them posted for you folks at home. Hawaii way out in front with kills. Not so much as an attempt, but look at the kill percentage. That is huge. Huge, with Nikki Taylor just dominating at the net with 15 kills. Only 3 blocks so far, but again, like Ryan Kalei-Suji said, not a lot of blocking opportunities, but out digging as well. And service aces and air is really not a factor, but Hawaii really in game 2 just playing a phenomenal, like if they could play like that all the time with that energy and get that jump start that we talked about, how amazing would that be?
I have never seen a contrast between 2 sets of what we just witnessed tonight. I mean, in the first set, Hawaii was looking for an ending, anything to just escape Fullerton, because Fullerton was right there, ready to steal it, and Hawaii survived. And then in the second, I mean, it was just one-sided. It was overwhelming. And the job that they all did, from Taylor to Longo, I mean, the whole team.
And
so what do we see now?
Well, you know, I think that the Titans are out here to redeem themselves. I think that was really hard on them. They didn't have an answer, and I think right now they're going to try to regroup, refocus, let that game go, and get back to where they ended game 1.
Payton will serve for Fullerton. Hawaii leads in this match 2-0. Hartong.
Hartong a little silent offensively tonight with 5 kills so far. Taimano Oliveo, 8 kills so far.
Serving will be Uniato. Back up by Payton. The ball is blocked, comes back and is saved by Hensley. And there she is again. That's her 16th kill. It's just amazing what Nikki Taylor has done tonight.
And again, amazing how Mita Uiato does a side set. It's not a great pass, but she betters the ball and gets the ball to the right arm of Nikki Taylor.
The ball is blocked and then pushed back over that time by Wagner.
And as we look high atop, the defensive save by the Titans there scrambling. This is an incredible angle that she gets over for the free ball. Hawaii, there's the set from Mita Uiato and Taylor.
And the violation. 3-0 Hawaii in the 3rd set. Uiato serves again. The ball saved by Olivao in the back row. Emily Hartong. That's saved by Moreland. And again, there she is, Taylor. It's more than a coming out party. It's something that she has gone to another level.
She has, and I'm going to quote Kathy Gregory, who you all might remember from UC Santa Barbara. She calls it the UC state, the unconscious state. She can do nothing wrong right now.
That's an ace by Uniato. Got that down in front of Hensley. So it's 5-0 Hawaii in the 3rd set. Uiato continues to serve. Payton. Ball pushed over. There's Uniato. Hit over by Emily Hartong. Comes back near the net. That ball hit over, and it trickles through the block by Leigh Stevens, who has just come in. We have not seen her earlier, but she starts the 3rd and gets the 1st point for Cal State Fullerton.
Well, this is when coaches start to look for opportunities for other players. They've got to mix it up.
Ball comes over. There's Long, Uiato. Emily Hartong bounces it off the tape. Ball is hit. There's Longo with the save. Olivao with the save. And getting the ball across is Taylor. Comes over. Uiato in the air. Pushed over by Olivao, but she does not really push it over. Puts it back into the net.
Well, it was a great idea, but the set was a little bit too far away from her. She could not truly jump and get a good attack on it because it was in front of the 10-foot line.
Consani serving. That time, they are able to put up the double block on Taylor. That's a rarity. And it's 5-3.
That's definitely a rarity. She has definitely been having her way all night long on the outside. That's the first time she's been blocked tonight.
Consani to serve again. Hartung, Uyato. Down the middle comes Olivao. Painton. Ball comes over. Emily Hartung. Uyato runs around her. Gives it to Taylor. Painton is there with a good dig. Ball comes back over. Longo, cross court, and getting it into the double block and causing trouble that time. It's Emily Hartung. That ball went off Crenshaw.
Here comes another great set. Mita Uyato running one way and then back setting all the way to Emily Hartung on the right side, going against the flow.
Emily Hartung to serve. Hawaii leads 6-3 in the third set. They lead 2 sets to none. Painton with the receive. Ball comes over. Good save by Hartung. That's Taylor pounding it off the double block. Hensley was there and Crenshaw was there, but not effective. Another kill for Taylor.
Off of the hands and then off of the head. Illy form blocked by the Titans. They're just not low and tight to the net.
Serving Hartung. Consani, the ball comes over. It's kicked and not saved. That's legal. Taylor tried another appendage.
And you know, as tall as she is, that's a great play. She does not have to. That's the second time tonight she's done that. She doesn't have to lean down and grab that ball. It's a good play by the freshman.
Advantage now. The ball is blocked. Forster's there along with Olivao.
Forster getting a nice block, getting out there and closing late, but closing the block and forcing it back into the court.
And guess who's serving? Longo. And Sammy, ball is it over. There's Longo. Uyato sets up Taylor down the line, and that goes off of Painton.
Well, you start wondering why not. I mean, when you're hot, you're hot.
Time now for the Fujitsu air conditioning play of the match.
Valerie Wagner getting this ball all the way back over, comes back into play, and who else but Mita Uyato forcing that back set to Taylor for the kaboom.
And we're back live. That ball is blocked, but it goes out. Good hit by Hensley. So it's 9-5. Cal State Fullerton trying to stay close. Painton serving. Waiting, Uyato, short set. Ball hit over by Adolfo, that's returned. Uyato, Longo, they go to Taylor. And whistle blows.
The hand signal I'm very unclear on, and so is Coach Carolyn Zimmerman. She's up off of the bench, the 12-year head coach at Cal State Fullerton, questioning the down ref.
The down ref tonight is Jesse Rodriguez.
I believe it's a violation of their rotation.
That's not good.
And so she's asking, I don't think so. And the girls are wondering, well, then where should we be?
So that's why we're stuck here. Hawaii will rotate. Coming in is number 14, Sarah Mendoza. UH Athletics reaches out to you online each week with updates and promotions through its H-Mail newsletter. To register, visit hawaiiathletics.com and click on the H-Mail button. It's simple and it's free. Mendoza to serve 10-5. Tickles the net that time. Moreland. Hit over by Best, and it drifts out. (11-5) here in the third set. It has been quite an experience tonight on the Terraflex. Mendoza to serve again. And Santi able to set up Hensley.
And Hensley, the lefty, swinging away from the right.
Hensley, the transfer from Arizona.
Still hitting in the negative. That's her 4th kill on the evening.
6 serving 11. Uiato, step out. Ball is hit. That goes off Painton. That ball hit by Adolfo. Adolfo was in an extreme slide.
An extreme slide, not a great connection, but again, Kalea Adolfo just bettering the ball, keeping it in play.
Ashley Castle comes in out of Phoenix, Arizona. Transferred to Hawaii from Arizona State. She serves. Moreland and Sandy, and that ball is that's a slam dunk that time by Best.
That's definitely a slam dunk. She did play basketball. She's 6'6", and she finally gets a good jump attack on the ball. Best with 5 kills for her team this evening. 6 kills, excuse me.
Serving this morning, Uiato. Another slide. That ball blocked straight back. Good solo block that time by Leah Stevens. Stevens has played sparingly in this particular match. And it's 12-8.
A senior who got a one-on-one, went straight up low and tight to the net. Very good technique.
Moreland serving again. Longo, Uiato, Emily Hartung. Ball is stood over by Best, block back. Best again guarding the net, and it goes down in front of Uiato. That's another point for Fullerton, and they have closed to within 3. That gets the attention of Dave Shoji. Shoji, by the way, trying for his 1,115th victory in his long, illustrious career.
I think we should shorten that to K15.
Yeah. Uiato tries to dump shot. It doesn't work. And angry coming off the bench now is Dave Shoji. And he is glaring at Uiato because right there was Best at 6'6". 12-10 in the third set. In the second set, I mean, Fullerton was almost whitewashed. But they've come back to become competitive here in the third set. They trail by 2. Serving is Moreland. Uiato. That ball is hit over, and that'll be returned. Good rolling dig in the back row by Moreland that time. Here's Uiato again. They try Emily Hartung. Blocked back, saved by Longo. That ball is hit by Castle. That will be returned. Castle not a real forceful hit that time. Saved again by Longo. After hit by Hensley. Then Sandy gives it to Real, and that ball, that time, Best hits it. And it was really a quick part of that whole thing because right there was Adolfo, and she was ready.
She just stays with her hitter, and again, very well trained, very disciplined, low in discipline, tight to the net for the stuff block and the point.
Uiato to serve. Check that. That's Lilipali. Check that. Lilipali to serve. The ball is hit long. The ball was hit over by Stevens, but long. So Lilipali will serve again. Courtney Lilipali.
And she likes that deep floater. She usually goes from corner to corner. She's got a pattern on that thing.
Lilipali from Wahine into Punoho. Knuckleballs it over. That ball is hit over, and right there is Castle. Goes to Hartung. Kasani. That ball hit over by Moreland. Uiato goes outside. Hartung again. Hartung just having a tough night. Puts it into the net. 14-11. Still very much in the neighborhood.
like she looks a little winded, you know, a little frustrated with herself that she didn't put that ball away, but she does look like she's breathing a little hard there. They're serving her a lot tonight.
Payton serving. Back up. That time by Mendoza. The ball hit over. One-handed over. Mendoza is there. Longo one-hands it back across. The ball hit over by Stevens. Uyato gives it to Vorster. Vorster missed hits again.
And it's almost like that set might be a little bit low for Vorster. That's why she's tipping it over, or she's getting underneath the ball. There you see the idea is a great idea if it's in, because there was nobody even close to that ball.
12 serving 14. Payton serving. Little push that time by Hartung. That'll be returned. Ball is hit. Hartung with a diving dig after the hit by Stevens. That ball is hit by Castle. Moreland hits it back over, chased down by Uyato. Emily Hartung, blocked back. Hartung with the save. Hit over by Castle. That's returned in the back row by Moreland. Hit over again by Stevens. Blocked by Forster.
And there's a lot of transition volleyball going on here. The ball crossing the plane of the net numerous times. A great post block by Uyato, and Vorster sealing the deal.
Uyato serving. Look up by Hensley. Step out. That ball is saved. Hartung is blocked back again. And that ball comes in, and that's another point for the Titans.
Hartung with two big blockers on her, very predictable. Mita Uyato having to set her on that play.
Crenshaw credited with part of that block. Uyato near the net. That ball goes to Taylor, and Taylor is blocked.
And look for Coach Dave Shoji to make a substitution here just to slow things down, or get his starting lineup back in and let them play this match out.
14 serving 50. What contrast in these three sets. Longo trying to serve, trying to save it, can't do it, sliding long. At the bottom is Uyato. She couldn't save it. We are tied at 15. First tie here in the third set. Dave Shoji up off the bench. Olival getting ready to come in. Comes in for Castle.
And Castle did a nice job while she was in there, stroking the ball here and there. But I think, again, Dave Shoji going back to his starting lineup, get the rhythm back.
Ponsante serves and serves out. So the setter for Cal State Fullerton. Service error, 16-15. Hawaii leads here in the third set. Another close one in set number 3. Emily Hartung. She has been challenged tonight. Gets it in. Dug up by Payton. That ball just tapped over, saved by Longo. Uyato is there. Emily Hartung gets it across. There's Moreland. That ball hit across again. Longo and then Uyato. Payton goes outside, and that ball is blocked by Forster. Also near was Taylor.
And here we take a look at Ellie Longo digging another great up by Ellie Longo.
$17 for Hawaii, 15 for Cal State Fullerton. Both teams hitting negative in this third set. Hartung serves it long. That's another point for Fullerton. 17-16, and Fullerton is right there to steal it. Getting into the crucial points. Serving will be Reed, Paige Reed. Hartung, that ball hit over by Vorster, and Vorster mishits again. This time it was out.
And then
we are tied at 17.
Just so unlike Jade Vorster. Jade Vorster's hitting percentage, we spoke about it in the opening. She hits .492.
Hartung overpass. Hit down Hartung with the save. Hit down again. There's Longo. Uyato goes outside. Volleyball gets it across. Advantage now, Fullerton. Ball is hit left-handed, but saved by Uyato. Taylor. Taylor hit that off Hensley.
Ellie Hartung with a great save here. Check this out. And then the end of the play, as we take a look, again, who else but the sensational freshman, Nikki Taylor, 21 kills.
Serving is Longo. They go to Moreland. Moreland hits it wide. That's a point for Hawaii. And it's 19-17. Hawaii with just a bit of breathing room here. They lead by 2. Longo again to serve. What a story she could tell about tonight's match. Gets it in. Dug up by Crenshaw. A ball hit over. Left-handed. Good power shot. That time by Hensley. So it's 19-18. And in the middle comes Best. Leah Best. At 6'6". Serving will be Maraldi, Abby Maraldi. So get it in. Hartung. Uyato. That ball is hit off the block by Olebao. Ball hit down by Best, saved by Uyato. That ball pushed over, and that goes off Olebao. And it's 19-19.
And again, the passing needs to be on target so that Mita Uyato doesn't have to get so predictable and go to the high and outside set.
Raleigh to serve again. That is out. Service error. Hawaii gets to 20. It's 20-19. H.O.G. up off the bench again.
Going for the double substitution, putting in Taylor Higgins and Kayla Goodman. Kayla Goodman will come into the front row, and Taylor Higgins will come in and take over the setting role for Mita Uyato.
So Higgins to serve, big toss. Kasani outside to Hensley. That's off the block, good save again. The ball is put over by Moreland, saved by Longo. Getting the ball across. That time was Adolfo to save. And then Olebao in the corner. So Hawaii was just packed to the maximum that time.
Olebao goes all out on this one and just fires away into that deep corner. Her 9th kill on the evening.
Higgins to serve, 21, serving 19. That is an ace. That's amazing. That's amazing. That just missed the antenna.
It missed the antenna, and Leah Best, the 6'6" middle blocker, actually ducked, and the ball almost hit her in the head. Instead of tracking the ball with her eyes, she ducked to get away from it.
22-19. Higgins serving again. They go to Moreland. Little touch. Pancake by Higgins. It works. They go to the outside, and there is Olebao.
And check out this pancake diving save by Higgins. Gets just under the ball with a perfect set going high and outside to Olebao.
23, serving 19. Higgins serving again. That ball dug up by Moreland. They go cross-court. Hensley! And Hensley is blocked straight down. So this is match point. And this crowd, which came in here wondering what kind of a match would they see. It's the first match in the Big West. But they've seen just about everything tonight. Higgins serving for the match into the net. 24-20. Fullerton must play perfectly for a long period of time. They are really backed up against it. This crowd clapping. This crowd standing. Serving is Consani. Waiting. Uyato. And there, right through me. Waiting was Higgins. And there was Adolfo. Higgins came in and really played well.
She plays with so much confidence. It's just amazing. She doesn't miss a beat as a freshman.
Hawaii wins it 25-20. So Higgins to Adolfo to finally close the door and lock it up. Hawaii is now 12-1. They are 30-0 against Cal State Fullerton. And they are 1-0 in the conference.
1-0 to start the Big West Conference with an exclamation mark at the end of that.
We're going to go to Howard, and I know Howard is saying, boy, what a match, up and down.
Jim, thank you. I am with the head coach, and how do you explain that first set, then coming back and Ali serving 21 in a row?
Well, did she do that? Really?
21 in a row, yeah.
I didn't realize she served that many. I went back there at some point. I said, don't get greedy, because she tends to want to serve harder and harder and harder. But, yeah, I didn't realize it was 21. But, you know, she knocked everybody. She knocked Fullerton off the net a little bit, and they really couldn't go to their middle, and we started to play good defense. So it's one of those games. But Fullerton fought back here in game 3, and they played pretty well.
You went on this road trip to Wichita. You played in that Shocker tournament, 3 good wins on the road, and then you come back and you know you have to get the team back up for conference play. Pretty proud of the way the girls responded today?
Well, I am. I mean, we need to get excited about the conference, because really now it's the second phase of the season, and you know, we need to run the table and impress some people on the NCAA committee. So this was a good night for us, and it's a good start to the conference.
All right, well, and Kavika Shoji in the house, right?
Yeah, he's home. He'll be headed to Germany on Wednesday and start the pro season again.
Kind of nice. Congratulations. We'll see you back here Sunday. Head coach Dave Shoji will be back with more. Jim and Lisa will have some more comments after the break. You're watching Wahine Volleyball on OC Sports.
Players of the match for Cal State Fullerton, the Titans, it was Elise Hensley. She had 6 kills and 5 digs. She had 2 blocks. And for Hawaii, 1 of night. For Nikki Taylor, 20 kills. We have it at 21, but it's 20 kills. Hit an extraordinary 567 and had 2 blocks. So those are our players of the match. We'll be back to talk about this because things happen that are very rare. But Hawaii, these are incredible when you look at them, and they're very hard to believe. I mean, 25-22, Hawaii and Cal State Fullerton, I mean, each challenging each other point by point in that first set. And then in the second set, it was, yaha, look out. We're setting new, new records as we go along here. 25-5, Hawaii defeats Fullerton, and then 25-20, Fullerton comes back. Now, Hawaii starts in the Big West Conference, and they come away with a win. They come away with the win after being on the road. But something bothers me tonight, and that is Emily Hartung.
Yeah.
Emily Hartung looked like she was handled pretty easily tonight, and that's not your usual Emily Hartung game.
Definitely not our usual Emily Hartung, but kudos to the rest of the team for really picking it up. Emily Hartung with 6 kills. She just didn't seem to have the same energy level. You know, that's a lot of travel. They're serving her all the balls. We don't really know how her week went. I will say it's Friday. They've had a lot of travel. They've had a lot of things going on. And, you know, maybe she just needs a night off or a little bit of rest.
That's true, but the team really played. Uiato was extraordinary again. And then having the game of her life was Nikki Taylor. Taylor was amazing. They could not solve her. They just could not solve her. And she can sleep well tonight. She
will sleep well, and the team will thank her much for her efforts, because it just goes to show you the parity again in the Big West. Hawaii started strong, then Fullerton came back in game 1 and challenged them to that. And then game 2 was like Fullerton just had, I told you earlier, it was like they got locked in a closet and somebody took the key away. I mean, it was like not good.
Yeah, their setter started to weep at the end.
She was,
you felt kind of bad for her.
Looking at the coach.
But this is a terrific first step for Hawaii. Now, Lisa Strandmach, you have to get up and jog to the side set over there and talk about the match as only you can. That'll do it for us. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned now for the post-game report.